You are now tuned into WKNJ 90.3 FM, and this is the Garden State Hip Hop Hour, home of all the latest and hottest music coming straight out of Jersey.
Where?
On the front, bro.
You can sign anywhere.
Nah, but somebody said a specific spot, though.
Who said like the coordinates to a
nobody.
What's your court?
Alright. I ain't trying to. This is. Oh damn! Okay, whatever. I'm gonna dodge D. You got some laugh track on. Garden State Hip Hop. I go by DOMS, previewing some new music off my new album Gems. You got
Turtle _Grove, producer.
You know what I mean? So we're previewing some dope stuff, dropping off a classic coming in June. So be on it, be on the way. You know, it's coming soon. Shout out to SMG. You know, everybody, we doing the thing. So Tri-State. Shout out to my boy RichZ.
You know the vibe.
The whole SMG, a solid music group family in the building.
That's right. That's right.
You got your producer, right? Your main producer?
Yeah.
Turtle on the other mic.
Yeah, what's up?
Yeah, you can talk, bro.
My fault.
You the lower
Camera you, but you good? Yeah, you can lower it. Nah, I appreciate y'all coming through though. Nah, it means a long time to making. Like I said, your manager definitely set this up. So, which part of Jersey you from? You know, this is all a Jersey show.
Of course. I'm actually born and raised in Morristown, 23 years. You know, 23 years in Morristown.
What's the music scene like up there? I haven't really heard many rappers from over in Morristown.
Definitely a lot of them are coming up right now, you know what I mean? I see some people doing their thing, you know what I mean? So, you know, I'm happy to see, you know, people coming up and just doing something different and, you know, just being off the streets and just trying to make a good name and a good living and stuff like that and, you know, rep the city as much as they can and Jersey as much as they can, so it's definitely what it's been coming to.
So where your sound come from? You got, like on the track, you got the deeper voice,
Yeah.
slower tempo.
Yeah. My sound right now, like basically, especially like for this album, like it's like we're trying to step into like a father figure type of role a little bit, you know, kind of give certain type of knowledges, but still kind of have like some bangers and, you know, kind of you could vibe out to still like behind it, you know what I mean? So it's like, you know, the sound, I should say, like, you know, we wanted to kind of still get the message, but kind of still get you hyped at the same time, you know?
Okay,
So,
what made you want to be like the father figure role? Like what happened with you that made you want to like, you know, help other people out in that way?
Cause I feel like, you know, Jay-Z is like my favorite rapper, and it's like I feel like nowadays, like especially like with a lot of the music that's made, like nobody's kind of given like too much knowledge, and like you can't really sit and soak, you can't really learn or grow from a lot of the music that we're hearing and stuff like that. Like, you know, with Jay-Z, there's always like, you know, there's always a gem in every Jay-Z song, and, you know, Nas song, Scarface and stuff like that. You can learn from like artists like that. So it's just like, that's kind of what I'm trying to like bring back like in this day and age, and not even bring back because like there's still people that's doing it, but like, you know, I kind of want to take like a certain different approach that, you know.
Wait, so what's your favorite version of Jay-Z? Because I love this new Jay-Z. Like I love the old Jay-Z. It's cool music. It's fun. But like you said, this new Jay-Z is just constantly dropping more knowledge, more sense of business and investments.
I'm gonna be honest. Like all versions of Jay-Z, to be honest, have been my favorite.
Right.
Like, there's.
She said that's right. That's one of your SMG back there.
But all versions.
It's just different, you know. Now just Jay-Z.
Yeah.
Say we got to actually see the evolution of a rapper.
Yeah.
Who was led to evolve in that way.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. And it's like, you know, even back then, like with certain bars and stuff like that, or whatever, certain songs, like if you just kind of like caught the way he said it or whatever, like, or the way it was said, like, you're just like, damn, like, you'll sit and digest, like, what he said, and it's just like, damn, like, he's talking some real stuff right here.
So besides Jay-Z, who else inspires you with the music you have right now? For whatever reason, when I was listening to the song, I was thinking Ja Rule. I don't know why. Maybe it's just like the voice, not what you were rapping. I think it was just the voice. I was like, hold on. I don't know why I thought that. I was sitting here like, oh, I got John.
That one's off.
It's just that deep voice, I think. That's what it is. Yeah, you got the say.
I don't know, honestly, because once again, like you said, there's not really too many, you know, inspiring artists, and it's like I'm kind of like growing up now, getting mature, so it's like, you know, I'm learning like, you know, what to care for and what not to care for. So it's like really the only person I could really just think of like would probably still just be Jay-Z maybe at the moment. Maybe J. Cole a little bit now is like on my list with that as well, you know what I mean? A lot of gems come from him too. Big creators on there. You know, just very few. Obviously, you know, Nipsey on there and stuff like that or whatever, but you know, just very few now, very few.
Okay, so you're working on a project, right? Because obviously this song is, what's the name of the project?
This song, the project is called Gems.
Oh, it's just called Gems. Okay.
It was originally titled Gems from a Diamond, and basically what that stood for is that, you know, the gems is kind of like the knowledge and advice that you would get from somebody, and then the diamond would stand for like me. And you know, in order to get a diamond, you go through like the pressure, you get shined off, you go through the dirt. So it's just like, you know, I'm the diamond, and I'm basically kind of like feeding people some gems, which is, you know, the knowledge and advice. So, you know.
So you're really big on being out here and trying to inspire other people?
Of course, yeah, of course. You know, push culture as much as you can. Like, you know, I feel like if you trying to get to a certain platform, or if you have the platform to help you and, you know, people do better, why not, you know?
Okay. Yeah. So what else you got going on? You have shows coming up? We're
working on some few things, you know. Solid is in the talks, you know what I mean? I don't want to, you know, expose too much, you know, at the moment.
How did you get with a Solid Music Group?
I've known Ebo for quite some years now, you know. That's definitely family, brother too. And it's just like, I guess he didn't know like I was serious till maybe a year or two ago and stuff like that. He's like, yo, why you even come to me sooner? And I'm like, yo, my bad, bro. But, you know, we're here now, you know, about to take over the Tri-State, you know.
Oh, take over.
You know, Tri-State worldwide and this, that, and the third, so it's just going from here.
Is there anyone you work with from the Tri-State on this project coming up?
Yeah. So Corey's from the Tri-State. My boy Snatch Boogie's from this Tri-State. Brees is from the Tri-State. I'm trying to get BT on it, actually, Born Talented. So, you know, he's from Harlem and stuff like that. So got a track trying to go with him and stuff. Who else is on it? That's really it. Yeah.
And BT is another artist on SMG, right?
That's it. Yeah, that's really it. So BT is SMG. Yeah.
Okay, so y'all got a whole group going on right now.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
I saw some videos of BT. His music's pretty dope. So he's gonna be on there singing while you've been rapping.
Yes, sir. We're trying to plot something with that track. Yeah.
Is there anyone in the state that you would like to work with, like outside of your group? Because like it seems like everyone you name, it seems to kind of be with you.
Anyone in my... Honestly, there's really nobody I could think of at the moment, to be honest with you. Like, yeah, there's really, like, it's like I pay attention and stuff like that or whatever, but it's like, you know, I kind of like haven't really thought of like who's like another person like I would actually kind of like work with like just yet, like off the rip, you know what I mean? But it's like, you know, I kind of have like my frequent collaborators and stuff like that or whatever, so it's like kind of like set with them. Like,
so you like to prefer to keep it with like the people you're familiar with, the people you know?
For a certain time being, you know, but then it's like, you know, after a while you kind of do have to stretch out and reach out to other audiences and fan bases and stuff like that. But it's like at the moment, it's like I kind of want to lock in where I'm at, like, you know, with the collaborators and where I'm at.
Okay, so like, what was the moment for you that you knew like you could pursue rapping, like that you knew like it was more than just a hobby, that you're gonna pursue it in this, like, you know, with this drive?
It was about maybe 3 years ago, to be honest with you, and it was actually like I got introduced to the studio that I go to now by some mutual friends and stuff, and it's just been taken off since there. It's been serious ever since there, and it's just like the people at the studio, you know, they, you know, it's always been like a genuine respect, and you know, they've always kind of like given me the confidence to like keep going and grow with them and stuff like that. So it's like we've all kind of like growing together and stuff, so it's just like, you know, even having those type of people by your side and stuff like that, it kind of pushes you to just keep going and stuff. So
okay. And when you first started rapping, were you still rapping the same, meaning that you were trying to like drop gems like you said, or drop information,
absolutely.
or did your style change as you...
No, yeah, absolutely. I've always kind of like been like on this type of wave. It definitely got like, you know, better over years and stuff like that. But I've always kind of like been on this wave where, like, you know, where I kind of wanted to drop some type of gems and everything, you know what I mean? And kind of feed people some knowledge.
And where you see yourself going with the music? Are you the next Jay-Z?
You know, I wanna keep it at, I'm the next Doms, but I want to try to be a Jay-Z 2.0 a little bit.
So it's just Doms, it's not King Doms.
Yeah, it's just Doms.
Oh.
It's just Doms, yeah. But it's like, you know, they wouldn't let me do Doms just on...
I'm surprised you got King Doms.
You know what I mean? So it's like, whatever.
Right? Like, I'm surprised you even got that.
We'll just get the Doms one day. But, you know, yeah, we got the King Doms on there. But, you know, I'm just trying to be the next Doms with a slight mix of Jay-Z, like 2.0 kind of type of thing.
And how do you stay motivated to keep rapping?
For me, it's because like I know like for me like I'm all about originality and not really, you know, looking to jump on certain sounds and stuff like that or whatever. And it's like once again, it's just like even like with the music and the type of like artists and you know, just with the type of art that we've gotten and the quality of it, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's always been, like, in my goal to, like, try to change the artistry a little bit, like, you know, kind of spice it up, make it doper, bring some things back, bring some things to light, you know what I mean? So, even on the next projects that we're going to work on, we're definitely going to try to bring, like, a little bit of, like, newer sounds, but, like, you know, kept at the real type of pace.
Oh, so you already got your next project already lined up in your head?
We got like, you know, like probably one more, like, you know, after this and stuff like that. That's the next main project, maybe like a year or two from now and stuff. But, you know, we're just kind of working on, like, at least where we kind of want to go with sound on that one for now, yeah.
What's your favorite part of the process? Is it coming up with the song? Is it finding the beat? Is it actually hearing the thing all at the end come together? Is it performing? Is it just the fans?
That's a good question because actually it's like each album process is a little bit different. So it's like in the maybe 2 year span, I'd say I dropped two projects and stuff like that. So the first album was in November 2017 and the next one was Subliminal that dropped in July. And it's like each of them are different in their own way, but I guess I would say like my favorite part like of the process is like I guess maybe like whenever you could hear it like all and like, you know, full and then like, you know, I guess the day it's about to come out, like that anticipation that you kind of feel and that everybody else around you feel and stuff like that. And it's just like even like already like with this album and stuff like that, it's like I kind of like feel like that like a little bit more than I ever have with any other album. So that's kind of keeping me like, yeah, I like that.
It's exciting, right?
Yeah, it's definitely exciting. It feels different.
How's the reaction been for the first so far? Like, I like it.
Yeah.
I'm one person.
It's actually like I feel like I've been like on a cloud nine with the reaction. Like I'm not saying like it wasn't expected, but it's just like damn, like it's actually real. Like it's
he said it wasn't not like it wasn't expected.
Yeah, like it's real though. Like it's coming to light. Like everything is, you know, working the way it should, coming together the way it should. You know what I mean? And it's just like, you know. It feels good to know that people actually genuinely support and, you know, they're actually looking out for, like, something that, you know, you're releasing and a part of and have dope people a part of, too.
So when you blow up, are we going to see you come through with the Cuban links? You going to let the ego blow up? What is all this?
I probably might just stick with, like, a chain or two, but, you know, I might not wild out. I might not wild out, but, yeah, I'm going to definitely still, you know, kind of still be on the regular, you know.
I appreciate you coming on the show.
Absolutely.
Where can everybody find you? The music, everything, do your whole drop.
All right.
Doms, King Doms 2.0.
All right. All right, so my Instagram is _KingDoms. You can find me on iTunes, Apple Music, Doms as well. Just released an album last July called Subliminal, so you can look that up. Straight Through Freestyle is on iTunes.
Oh yeah, I got that on playlist. Yeah. That was fire. Is it actually a freestyle?
Nah, but we kind of just talked about on some call, you know what I mean? I
was like, yo, this man's killing it.
I'm gonna be honest, but yeah. I'm gonna be honest, yeah, but
I was gonna call you out and tell you we gotta hear it right now.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to do that.
Nah.
But there's a lot of good coming out. Turtle Grove, it's Turtle _ Grove or
yeah, Turtle.
Yeah.
Turtle _ Grove.
And he produces all your music?
All the music.
And some Subliminal. I was like on the last track of Subliminal. That was like last second. I hit him up. I was like, bro, just listen to these beats. Put this on there. He was just like, all right, this one. And then like weeks after that, we dropped it. We get to talking. He's like, Gems from a Diamond. This was gonna be the one. And he was like, we're just gonna get to working on this whole production. You, me, you. Just fun process actually.
But how'd y'all come together?
Yo, man.
I know we said we're gonna end it, but let's just keep going.
Nah, I can't lie. The way it came together was like a super beautiful, natural thing. And it's like I never told him this, but like basically, because I was going to the studio with Snatch. It was for Snatch's session actually. And then the thing is, me and Snatch, we was like on a wave where it's like, you know, we didn't really like rock with you too much or whatever. Like you couldn't really be in the studio. This is the only one that we kept in the studio and didn't really feel like no type of way. Like, you know what I mean? It's like he just fit in like from the first handshake, from the jump, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just like we've just been doing it ever since, you know what I mean?
It's a lot of trust to let one person produce the whole album. That's what I'm saying. Like, y'all must have had that real strong connection.
Like, when I was producing and I met him back in 2015, we just met. It was his birthday that day, actually.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Oh.
Yeah, so it was like a very special day, and then he dropped the Mo after that. After I'm like, this kid has a lot of potential. He just showed love naturally. It don't matter what I was putting up. I probably could have put a meme. He'd be like, bro, I fucking love that meme. And it's like, oh shit, this kid is just like a real genuine kid. Just wants to show love, and then just getting to know him and chilling with him was like, you know what? I'm gonna just put my all into you, cause yeah, it was just a natural reaction for me.
And how do you make beats for him? Like, do you already just know what he's gonna like, or do you go to him and tell him like, I'm looking for this kind of sound?
It goes either or sometimes, you know what I mean? Like, sometimes he'll bring it to me, like, sometimes, like, I'll go to him, like, you know what I mean? Like, I kind of have this on my mind, like, you know what I mean? Like, he'll bring this to me, like, and it's like, lately, like, he's kind of been, like, because it's like, we're trying to also, like, build, like, a vault, like, of unreleased music, too, a little bit, like, on the side, you know what I mean? Just to kind of, like, go crazy with. So it's like, he's just been, like, feeding, and it's like, we're just trying to build, like, our creativity as much as possible off that, so.
That's dope. And has your sound changed since you met him?
Oh, absolutely.
Or did he kind of like just meld into your sound?
Like,
your pre-existing sound?
Nah, I'd say definitely like kind of both, but it's just like the sound is like a little bit more like solidified now. Like it's just taking to new heights.
We challenge each other back and forth with each other.
Oh, that's dope. So y'all kind of got like that chemistry together.
Yeah.
So that's how we cover with that one. But it's just like we bounce off each other like pretty, you know, it's crazy.
And so y'all always together then?
You could say that. Like, we'll probably, like, after this interview, we'll have a long, like, meeting, 2-hour discussion. This is next. This is what we're working on now. Today was pretty dope, but we need to get back to the real, and we need to focus on what, which is this album.
Oh, that's dope. And I've heard you're like, I don't know what's the word, but like you won't like let something out unless it's perfect. Like what's the word for that? Like
I don't want to say perfect. It could be perfectionist.
Meticulous, okay.
Yeah, I kind of am that way, especially like now, because it's like, you know what I mean, like, you know, all it takes is like one listen to either be like nah or yeah, you know what I mean. So it's like I always want it to be a yeah, you know what I mean. Especially now at this point, I'm getting older, you know what I mean. Like it can't be no joke and stuff like that. So everything like I want to always make sure it's like a yeah.
No, that's dope because sometimes you really only got one listen, if even a whole listen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, nah. All you guys, you probably got 30-second stops, you know what I mean, before people be like, all right. Let's go to the next track.
Do you feel the pressure of that when you're dropping music, like something that you could love or put all this time into and know that maybe 30 seconds decides?
I'm gonna be honest with you. On this album completely, I haven't really felt like no type of pressure like that. Like, I feel like this album is just so good so far. Like, it's just like, you know, I haven't really had a doubt with it so far or on any single song that we've done, to be honest with you.
So this is a classic.
Yeah, it definitely is. And it's like, you know.
Hold on, you kind of buried it. Is it yes or no?
Definitely yes.
Nah.
It's an easy yeah, like, you know what I mean, and it's like you're definitely gonna see how it's released, and you know what I mean, because we're trying to make it more than just a music type of thing. It's trying to have it at a movement, you know what I mean. With the videos, we want to turn it into movies, you know what I mean. So it's just like, you know, it's just down to like the rollout and stuff like that. The whole thing, the whole era is just like classic, you know what I mean?
You have visuals in mind already? Like recorded, or are you waiting to record them?
No, yeah, we have some visuals in mind actually. There's a dope videographer by Brittany Briggs that's actually going to be shooting a few of them, most of them actually. And she's from the tri-state as well actually. She's, you know, really dope, worked on a lot of dope stuff. She just kind of did a little edit for Wiz Khalifa the other day. So, you know,
shout out to
her.
Yeah, he's like,
shout out to her on that, but it's just like, yeah, we have some dope things kind of lining up right now.
So you sound like you really like loyalty, like the people you want to be comfortable with. 'Cause I know what you just said. She's probably gonna shoot most of the videos.
Yeah.
He did most, all of your tracks, right?
Yeah.
So it sounds like you really. That's what
Yeah,
you
like because it's like every one of them, like they always, it's like literally like he said, we push each other, like, you know what I mean, to kind of like bring certain things out. So it's like I'm sure like she would kind of like try to, you know, bring like another level of visuals out with me, you know what I mean? Like along with him like changing the sound and stuff like that or whatever. So it's just like, you know, we're all on some creative madness with this album a little bit, you know?
Yeah, it's easier to work when you're comfortable with everybody and you're not afraid of saying your ideas and their ideas and even saying no.
Yeah.
I mean, because sometimes people you're not working with are afraid to tell you no, that's not a great idea, especially if you're paying them or something like that, you know?
Yeah, nah, definitely none of these people. Everybody's a straightforward, straight shooter. Nah, I don't like that, or we could fix that. You know what I mean? Make this better. You know what I mean?
All right, that was Dom's for the second time. All right, so for real, all right, so drop everything, where you at, and then don't forget we're going to play play the difference after this. So
Yes, we're
Run
about
it
to
up.
see the difference. So Gems is coming in June. Yeah, I'm not gonna say no date, but once again, _King Doms on Instagram. You can follow me on Twitter. That I just kind of started tweeting more at _official Doms. And we're working on some dope things soon. There's a difference.
just like that, just the difference. You,
Well,
you're
alright,
man
so-
producer. I gotta get the track ready. I thought you were gonna give me a.
The difference is the difference produced by Turtle Grove. You know what I mean? This one is, you know, probably one of my favorite off the album, and you know, it's gonna go crazy. That's all.
Alright, this is the difference. Doms off his new album, Gems.
You heard this one, Corey?
Yes, sir. You know the vibe.
Get them in. 1, 2, yeah, 3, yeah, 4, yeah. Nah, that ain't enough. I'ma need a million more. I'ma need a million more.